Yesterday when I got up for work, well, not when I got up for work, but when I was getting ready to go to work, I seen a bunch of helicopters flying around. I'm like, what the hell? I wonder what's going on. Come to find out, I get home, turn the news on, and they show his fucking house right down the street. And I was like, holy crap, man. You never know who lives by you. Trip out. I made a video last night. And already this morning I woke up. Now the paperwork's on Pacers.gov or whatever it's called. We got his Instagram post that he posted. So let's just go over it, man. This is kind of trippy. I feel like they just kind of threw him in there. I mean, he didn't really listen. He kind of did a couple dumb things. Man, they got his ass. They got his ass. So let's just get into it. So this is what came out yesterday.
Arenas is expected to make his first appearance in a federal courtroom this afternoon.
KTLA 5's Jennifer McGraw live now outside that courtroom in downtown L.A. with more on this breaking story. Jennifer.
Yeah, Glenn and Lou, this is big news, especially for sports fans who adore him. Take a look. This happened back allegedly in 2021 to 2022 that he was allegedly working this illegal poker game. He and 5 others have been indicted, alleging that the suspects operated an illegal gambling business. Now, this illegal
Yeah, the case was sealed up until yesterday. So they've been working on this for, what, 3 years now? 4 years? But in the next video I play, I wonder if that has anything to do with why they're trying to sweat these guys, or they think one of these guys is involved in that missing girl. I'm not sure. For him to like come and throw, and also one of these guys were like doing a fake marriage fraud thing. And I don't even know how Gilbert Arenas is wrapped up in a marriage fraud case. Like, I don't know, man. We got to wait for more to come out to really see what the government's trying to do to him.
Gambling business went and spanned over for about a year. Gilbert Arenas, known as Agent Zero, well known for his career with the Wizards and current podcast, he and 5 others have been indicted for allegedly that the suspects operated the illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion Arenas owned. He is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. During this time, investigators say Arenas rented out an Encino mansion he owned for the purposes of hosting that high-stakes poker. At Arenas' direction, Arthur Katz, 51, of West Hollywood, staged the mansion to...
But that picture, I don't really think they used that Gilbert Arenas poker thing. He was texting his like assistant or his friend that was like the mediator between all this. That guy sent him a picture of tables they were using, and then Gilbert just sent him back that. I don't think they ever used those tables. I think that's just Gilbert being full of himself, kind of like, oh, look at these. I like my name on them.
Host the games and collected rent.
It's a big ass house though, huh, man? Imagine what go on that motherfucker.
From the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. Here's a look at all the defendants listed on the indictment. It is alleged that the defendants' Pot Limbo Omaha poker games, among other illegal games, were played at the Encino mansion, collected a rake fee for the house charged from each pot, either as a percentage or as a fixed amount per hand, and invited players to compete, now, which is illegal. Now, if these...
Yeah, so pretty much these are all the dudes they got. He's like the only black dude out of all these guys. I don't know how he got wrapped up, and he must be a gambler because I hear of these gambling houses all the time. Well, not all the time, but I've heard about them throughout my life. But I'm not a gambler, so I've never really cared to go to them. But I'm sure, bro, like these people probably got some chili, and they're probably just right there having a good time. Like that's probably what like floats their boat, playing poker, getting a massage from the girl, drinking whatever the hell they're drinking. I'm sure some of them are probably bumping it up. You know, bro, it's like a growing man Disneyland. That's what Vegas is. All right, so let's skim. First I want to play, I forgot to play this when I opened up. I don't know if they just reused this footage or what the case was, but this is kind of how I realized that me and Gilbert were neighbors. So they brought that big old truck just to like bust his ass. And I think they took him to jail right away. Supposedly that's his crib. It's like right down the street. Yeah, have a good day, have a good day. Bro, get the hell out of here. Yeah, so pretty much, this is royal news. I don't know where to get this footage, but they be getting some cutty stuff, that's for sure. So yeah, pretty much, look at the bumper on that thing, dude. That thing's ready to do some damage. All right, but pretty much, that's them raiding them, I guess. All right, let's pull up this paperwork real quick. So pretty much, That's all those people that I listed on the news that are busted. Conspiracy for illegal gambling, making false statements on marriage fraud, false statements and visa permits. Like, what does Gilbert have to do with a couple other people faking visa permits and marriage fraud? Like, I'm sure Gilbert don't even know anything about that, but somehow he's wrapped up in this. Or what that kind of tells you is this case is built off of these people, and Gilbert's like, I don't know what you'd call it, but collateral damage or something, like just wrong place, wrong time. And that's what I always tell people, bro. Like, a lot of times, dude, when people get caught up, it won't even be your drama. Just kind of like Brick. You know, like I don't know if he was messing with those guys fully or not, but pretty much like that's how it goes, bro. You wrong place, wrong time, talking on the wrong phone, messing with the wrong people, and they just kind of wrap you up in it, man. And or they see you as a pawn, or maybe you see what Gilbert posted on his Instagram. I'm telling, but I don't know what he's gonna be able to tell on because he pretty much told on himself in all his text messages. So pretty much they got those couple charges. The conspiracy pretty much started. They like raided the house back in 2021 and raided and confiscated some cash. And I don't know if they didn't learn their lesson and they kept doing it, or it just took them like 3 years to build a case and come back and get them. It's pretty much saying that they all agreed to do it. This is what their game plan was. Oh yeah, this is where it gets So defendant Katz texts defendant Arena to ask whether he's still planning on doing your own game, to which defendant Arena replied, I might throw a PLO games at my house, referring to hosting illegal poker games at the Gable House. October 8, 2021, defendant Arena's text defendant Katz the day the Gable House would be available to host illegal poker games. The amount of rent defendant Arenas wanted to charge for hosting the illegal poker games, and the number of games he planned on hosting at the Gable House per week. So right here, Gilbert, you're already sealed your own fate, bro. Like, you opened the door for it. I guess maybe Katz did, but from here on, you keep going. And he's like talking about money. He said Katz wanted to name it the Lion's Den. And then I think Arenas is joking back and was like Arenas Poker Club. If they had a bunch of these tables, I think we'd see more pictures of them. This is probably just like one he had at his house. But here's Arena texting again, bro. They were just going crazy, man. Defendant Arenas owed $14K for tables. And then text Katz said he had the $14K for him. So he's pretty much buying the supplies to get the house ready to do it. For him to say he's going to be the one telling, these guys could probably be telling on you if they want to. So yeah, pretty much that's just him texting back and forth, pretty much selling his fate. All right, let's get to Overact 23 and 24. All right, so right here, this is where it gets tricky, bro. Overact 22, February 16th, 2022. Defendant Gershom sent text messages to women inviting them in coded language to work at the illegal poker game at the Gable House that night. May 24th, 2022. So that was like a month apart. I wonder if he was just trying to line them up and see how many he could have on deck. So on May 24th, defendant Gershom sent text messages to women asking her in coded language whether she was open to engaging in prostitution at his illegal poker game at the Gable House that night. Right there, bro. This is where this shit gets tricky. Because if you were just gambling, partying, having fun, I mean, they'd probably trip on you. But right here, bro, this is where it gets tricky. And then, so it goes like a nutmeg. It goes another month. I wonder, like, was they using other phones? Were they talking in person? Like, I don't know. Defendant Gershom sent text message to a woman inviting her in coded language to work at the illegal poker game at the Gable House that night, explaining in coded language that he charged women 25 to 35% of their earnings from their working the illegal poker game. So bro, that right there, that's not a good look, man. That is not a good look. And then pretty much just goes on talking about the game, hiring a poker dealer. Pretty much, bro, nowadays, if you text something, trust and believe they're getting those text messages. All right, so the next one I got is Overact 40 that I thought was pretty crazy. Oh yeah, this one's crazy. This is where this fool is just dumb as hell. On April 17, 2022, defendant Arenas text defendant Katz, I have an idea that might bring in new players for you. I don't know what SIC means. I'm going to do a YouTube episode of me at the game, but blur out players and girls that don't want to be seen for my channel. Like, do you really think that's a good idea? And I'm not sure if this is after they raided the house and he tried to get the money back or before. This is just crazy. And then here, the next one, Arenas sent defendant Katz a text message asking defendant Katz whether he had anyone who could host illegal poker games at the Gable House on Mondays. I think they were trying to get this house going 7 days a week. And then at one part in this, they said they were making, on average, $2,000 a day. I mean, that house that house is, I mean, if he owns it, I mean, you still got to pay taxes on it and everything else, but $60,000 income from gambling, I mean, they had to be getting money other ways. Maybe $2,000 each. Now, if you're all getting $2,000 and that's just bringing in like 10 to 14 grand a day, I mean, I could see that being something, but 6 of y'all splitting up $2,000 a day, like, come on, bro, what are you even doing all this for? All right, so the next one, oh yeah, count 3. This is where this fool's a dumbass. So yeah, count 1 was all that gambling. Count 2, grand jury. So I guess count 2, the grand jury realleges paragraphs 2 and 3 of this indictment here. Pretty much, I think it's just all them doing it. See right here, operation for a period in excess of 30 days and had a gross revenue of more than $2,000 in a single day. And then count 3. Oh yeah, this is where he asked for the money back. So on September 9th, 2022 in Los Angeles County within the Central District, California, in a petition seeking the return of funds seized by Homeland Security investigations on or about July 20th, 2022 from the master bedroom of a residence located on Gable Drive. I wonder, like, how'd they know this was the address? Was, like, that Gershom or one of these dudes that were trying to get a visa here using it or something? Like, how'd they know to go there? Unless they were, like, doing people dirty and robbing them using fake dice or car. I don't know how you would do it, but if you were, like, taxing people and they caught you, then I could see someone, like, circling them back and telling, but I think most of these people are wanting to go and have fun here. Make it be like a wife or a girlfriend that mad that their dude's going there. Maybe I don't know. Fucking got the track on the phone, so she's like, "Oh, he's here every Tuesday night. I don't trust him." You know, I don't know, man. I wonder how they found it. We're waiting to find out all that. I think matter with the jurisdiction, executive branch of government of the United States, namely United States Customs and Border Protection, Gilbert Arenas, also known as Agent Zero, made the following material false statements and misrepresentation of the United States Customs and Border Protection, knowing that this statement and representation was untrue. Defendant Arenas falsely stated that he was not involved in whatever was going on at the party, referring to the illegal gambling. In fact, Defendant Arenas had knowingly provided gambling equipment at the Gable House to be used to host an illegal poker game on July, and knowingly rented out the Gable House to be used to host the illegal poker game on July 19th, and was collecting rent from the host for operating an illegal poker game at the Gable House. So somehow they raided the house, got a bunch of cash. This fool tried to go pick it up, and he lied saying he wasn't part of it. Bro, you should have just let that shit go, bro. Shouldn't you just circle back and play games with these dudes? I mean, they're probably already on your bumper, but now you're getting another charge for lying to him. So, I mean, this guy's, he's crazy, bro. When Flacco made his video saying he was done, I was like, I don't know. I think it's just gambling. But once you find out about the 304s and you find out about this circling back and lying and trying to get money back, and then you see all the text messages of him pretty much like setting it up and looking for these people, yeah, it's a wrap for you, bro. I mean, the statutory maximum is only 5 years. I don't think there's a minimum, so he could get off of probation, whatever. But if they wrap up and they throw that 304 deal in there, I don't know. That could be a game changer, bro. That could be a game changer. I was tripping on this video because this is kind of trippy, dude. I don't know if this has anything to do with it or why they want to bring this up.
With high-end illegal poker games under investigation in Los Angeles. Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Michael Brownlee. A federal indictment unsealed just today accuses former NBA All-Star Gilbert Arenas and 7 others of running an underground poker game at Arenas' home in Encino. Now, he pleaded not guilty in court today and was granted bond. Tonight, NBC4 investigates that alleged gambling ring may have a connection to the unsolved disappearance and death of a woman from West L.A.
See, this is, I could see them being on their bumper if this is tied to any of those guys that were going to those parties, or if this was a girl that was like, they were texting to hire to come do stuff, even if she went missing on a whole nother situation, if they got history with any of those guys talking to this girl, for sure they're on their bumper, bro. They're going to do their best to try to figure this out.
Heidi Plank vanished in 2021, and detectives working that case also took part in some of the investigation into the gambling case unsealed today.
Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard joins us live now with more information.
Well, we've learned from some of our law enforcement sources familiar with the Heidi Plank case that investigators examining her disappearance were present in early 2022 when federal agents served search warrants at a home in Sherman Oaks. That house is part of the case that led to the indictments today of 8 people, including former NBA player Gilbert Arenas, who federal prosecutors have accused of taking part in running an illegal gambling operation.
So right there you heard it. Like, that girl went missing and someone connected to her or whatever. They raided a house out in Sherman Oaks, and those guys that were part of that house, or some of them, are part of that thing with Gilbert. I mean, you know, bro, stereotype is people that do these gambling things are like mafia or business suit gangsters. Man, you know, it's big money right there, bro. You get more money, more problems. More money, more problems. All these rich fucks probably got these weird-ass kinks that if you're trying to have like a poker game and you're trying to cater to this rich-ass crowd, you probably got to cater to their weird-ass kinks or whatever the fuck they like. I mean, if you more money, the more you could provide for these twisted-minded motherfuckers, the more you could probably get out of them. And that's a dangerous game right there, right? Providing like services for some twisted-ass dudes, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd be like Dexter. Any of y'all watching that new Dexter show, Resurrection? I fuck with Dexter. Dexter's cool dude, bro. He uses his little demons for good. I don't know if any of you guys watched. Now I'm just babbling about other stuff, dude. But if you get a chance, check out on Netflix that new Son of Sam interviews. Pretty good. All right, my bad. Let's get back to this.
This is video from News Chopper 4 of federal agents serving a search warrant in 2022 at a home on Chandler Boulevard in Sherman Oaks. A copy of that warrant that we've obtained shows agents suspected the home was being used to host illegal gambling events that were tied to an organized crime ring running secret poker rooms all over L.A. And this is that same house days later on fire in what several law enforcement sources say they believe was an arson designed to destroy potential evidence. That's
what the hell? Man, this shit's getting tricky right here, man. This shit is getting tricky.
Search on Chandler, court papers say, led to the search of Gilbert Arenas' home in Encino that the indictment unsealed this week says was being used around the same time to host underground gambling events. And the law enforcement sources told NBC4 they believed there was a possible connection between this gambling ring and Heidi Plank's disappearance. They told us associates of the same organized crime group that's the subject of the indictment today were also linked to an illegal gambling room running inside an apartment at a high-rise building in downtown L.A. There's no indication Arenas or anyone named in the case today was involved in the downtown poker room. But that building is where Plank was last seen and where her dog was found wandering on an upper floor. The sources told us evidence found at the Chandler search helped build the gambling case charged this week, but it did not help explain Plank's disappearance. She attended her son's football game in Downey that day, left at halftime, and was later recorded by security cameras near the apartment building downtown. Her car was found a week later, parked in a different building's garage. The LAPD said it found forensic evidence at that first apartment building that suggested she died in some kind of incident, and in turn, that led to the Chiquita Canyon landfill, where detectives spent days unsuccessfully searching for her remains. Plank's body was never found, and a judge declared her dead in 2023. Her family and friends continue to try to find answers. They even put up billboards a couple of years ago begging the public for information on the case. Now, our contacts tell us they think Plank may have met up with someone who was either a participant in this illegal gambling room in that building, or she, in fact, went into the room herself. And that's part of why detectives have told us they've had so much difficulty getting potential witnesses to cooperate. Plank's disappearance is unsolved. No one has been arrested in that case. No suspects have been named by police. I'm investigative reporter.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can to try to figure that out. Poor lady, dude. Rest in peace to her, man. But yeah, you seen how that missing lady tracked him back to Sherman Oaks, which then tracked him to Encino, and then now Gilbert Burns is fighting an illegal gambling charge, and he's like on the indictment is the other people faking their marriage and faking their visa stuff. Like, that makes no sense why he's on there. Damn, I should have turned that on a little earlier, but whatever. Yeah, that makes no sense why he's on there with them, but they're probably just trying to use them all against each other. Man, this is crazy, though. I wouldn't even cared about it, really, if I didn't know Gilbert was my neighbor. All right, and then pretty much this is him walking out of court. So you could tell they busted him just like chilling at his house in his shorts and his t-shirt. And then before we start, he says, "I'm back on the block like it's hot." He's always a shit talker, bro. He's a clowner. "This ain't got shit to do with me. Just rented the house. Wasn't part of the festivities. Snitch and Gil coming soon. 51-0, the Mayweather of court." See, bro, you can see in all the text messages, you were clearly involved. You bought the stuff. You helped him do it. You were probably there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Saying Snitch and Gil coming soon. I don't know what you can really tell on, bro.
You better not.
Can't hold me, baby. They can't hold me. Hello.
It's me. You better not.
It's crazy. If they didn't give him bail, I wonder if that would have been Brick Selly. Trip out, man. Yeah, I don't feel like he should be wrapped up in all this. And, really, bro, you just rent the house, having a good time. But unless, if you got the 304 business going on there, that's where it gets dangerous, man. That's a line that once you cross it, the feds are coming, bro, for sure. I feel like that's something they don't play with. But pretty much, I gotta get ready. I gotta head out. So drop your thoughts in the comments. Please like, subscribe if you're still here watching. I'm out of here. Later. Thanks.